Guys, today I am going to update you on what's going on for Bitcoin. This is actually right now approaching my red line, and this red line is super important for Bitcoin, guys. I will let you know what I think is going to happen here. So guys, make sure to stick around because also I'm going to show you some very key long-term charts. Guess what? History is repeating, and the last time we saw this kind of pattern repeat, we went into something crazy for Bitcoin. So I will show you this. I will show you the short terms. I will show you Ethereum, traditional markets. I will show you the SEC came out yesterday. This is also the reason why crypto saw a little bit of a downturn. I will update you on the bots here. So guys, a lot of stuff to talk about today. Make sure to stick around from the beginning until the end. So welcome back everybody, my name is Chris, bringing you cryptocurrency videos every day, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. And before we start talking about these charts, guys, and before we talk about what you need to know right now for crypto, I'm just going to show you this. You can see that Bitcoin is actually right now on OKX here. It hit 29,850, which should mean that the profits on this particular bot here, you can see it had filled 6 safety orders. The profits should have been taken, I think. Let's see, it's taken profit at 29,832. So why didn't it take profit right here? Oh, because it's BTC USD. Let's go to BTC USDT. It came like $10 from taking profit on that. No, actually less. It's like $2 from taking profit on that order. So very close, guys, but nonetheless, bots are doing a fantastic job. This just crossed 53%, 30%, 26, 16 here. This is still at a little bit of a loss. So we will see what's going to happen with this. Okay, let's jump back. Just a little bit of a side note. So Bitcoin is pumping here. After seeing a big drop for Bitcoin, we're seeing a big pump. Now, here's the thing. We are now approaching this big test. This red line together with the edge of the orange box is going to be the big test. This is going to determine if we are indeed going to continue this in a big manner to the upside, or are we going to get rejected here, and then that would be the confirmation of the breakdown, and then I am looking for us to come down to like $28,500. So this is the scenario right now. If we manage to break through this, then that just reiterates the bullishness of Bitcoin here. If we fail to break through this, expect 28,500. So I'm keeping you updated on that as always. But zooming out, I still think that even if we see a pullback, and I've been talking about this, don't see pullbacks of what we saw right now. We saw a pullback of 6%. These are, peanuts in bull markets even. Usually we see much larger pullbacks than these. So this is something we need to be prepared for. But I still think that right now we are in the bull market. Even though we're going to see pullbacks, it's just a matter of time until we start breaking these key levels and going up to the upside. So even though I'm prepared for pullbacks, we are in a bull market according to me. This is, of course, my same stance I've been saying since we hit $16,000, my orange box down here. So I was saying this is most likely the bottom for Bitcoin, and this is why we're accumulating right here. And then, of course, we went up. Now, on the daily, we did close a candle below this red line, which is not a good thing for Bitcoin short term. But as long as we can break through this and we can break through this red line, then I think that it's not gonna matter too much. But this is just a little bit of a warning sign, and now it's time for the bulls to step up. Do you think that we are gonna break through the $28,500 level, the edge of the orange box here? Or do you think that we're gonna break through the level at 30,665? Let me know down in the comment section. Now, let's look at traditional markets, because traditional markets have also been respecting my orange line here. You can see that we dipped below it slightly here yesterday, saw a big pump to the upside. So bulls really did step in here, start buying the S&P 500, and we had another pullback, but then bulls started to step in, and in fact you have a pattern of making higher lows, which is a very good thing. Nonetheless, the orange line here holding up the traditional markets here very, very well. So this brings more confidence to Bitcoin as well. And this seems like it wants to really take out the previous swing high here. So this will be the resistance. You can even draw it from the bodies of the candles. This will be the huge resistance. If we can manage to break through this, well, then I do think that we are destined for some nice upside for Bitcoin as well, and to break through the $30,000 level. Even though this is still going to be a test, it's not going to be as big of a test as it was the first time we're trying to break through this. So far so good. Everything is looking good. One thing I will point out as well before we talk about what the SEC has been up to and before we talk about this long-term chart, this one is on the daily time frame, and this is something I've been showing you a lot previously, and every time we hit this on the daily time frame, we tend to see a rejection. You can see even here recently, just a few days ago on the 14th, we did go up and hit this, saw a rejection, a pretty sizable rejection. Now here's the thing, this is actually sloping upwards in a kind of nice manner. So even in the middle of May, even if we continue to hit this trend line, in the middle of May, we're going to be at like $33,000. So it's not too bad. And we're going to break through this eventually. But my point is, even if we continue to hit this and continue to do like this, it still means that Bitcoin could be at like $35,000, $37,000 in May. So that's a good thing to keep your eyes on as well. Now, let's talk about this, because this is actually pretty cool. And this is a chart I found on TradingView. And what you can see here is the T line is the 100 weekly EMA. And then you have a Fibonacci from the previous swing high in the previous, the bull market of 2017. You have the Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. And what you can see is once we break through the T line here, which is the 100 EMA, usually you do see a nice pump once you break through this level. You can see that we dipped below it, had a big drop, of course, once we broke through it. And then on the way up, we did have a massive pump. This pump was actually 166% from breaking through this T line. Okay, came down, we went into the bear market, got support temporarily on this 100 EMA. COVID crash came, dipped below it, or crashed below it, I should say. Once we broke through it then, on the upside though, big bull market. You can see here, 800%, of course, the bull market of 2021. And what you can see also, if we draw a Fibonacci from the previous swing high of this previous cycle down to the bottom, you do get this 0.382 level, which is this kind of yellow greenish line right here. And this is the same line we broke through right here, right after we broke through the teal line. And then you have the 0.786 level, this blue line up here, and that is where we got a rejection from the for the Bitcoin price. So what you can see is we have now broken above the T line, the 100 EMA right here, just like we did right here, just like we did right here. And this has only happened a few times in history, guys, but we broke through it here, big pump, broke through it here, big pump, broke through it here, and we have already had a decent pump. But could this continue to the upside? That is the question. Well, if we do see a continuation to the upside, if we look at the previous pattern right here, so this previous fractal, you can see we hit the 0.786, the blue line, which would actually be at around $48,000. So this is a fractal to pay attention to, guys. I will update you on this, but yeah, this is a good look for Bitcoin on the macro. So let's keep an eye on that. Now, before I talk about the SEC, let's quickly talk about the bots. As you know, I showed you in the intro, Ethereum bots are up a lot here. Ethereum has obviously been doing pretty well, but the bots continues. Even though we have had big drops, we've had sideways action, we are sitting right now at the lower price, and these bots continues to make a lot of profit. So you already know my strategy, guys. If you don't know about this bot, I did post a video a few days ago. Make sure to watch it. It is at the top of the description. So with these, my strategy is pretty much complete. The only thing I could do is to add another cycle bot. This is the cycle bot for Bitcoin. Add another one for Ethereum because I only have one for Bitcoin. So we have the slow bots, we have the fast bots, and then we have the cycle bots, which are a bit more risky. And of course, if you want to use these bots yourself, I do have my settings down in the description. So you can, with one click, start utilizing these bots with my settings. Also, I would love to know your settings you're using. Post them in the comment section. But you need an OKX account. You can click on this link right here. Claim up to $50,000 in bonuses, time limited. Get an OKX account. After you have that account, after you're able to claim that bonus, then you can click on one of these links to get the settings. And just like I said, make sure to watch this video right here to talk about or to understand my most recent bot. And all of these are together gonna give you a good picture about everything you need to know about these bots and my strategy with them. So yesterday, the SEC came out with a new lawsuit. They are making lawsuits left, right, and center. There's no stopping these guys. And they even went out for Bittrex right now, which has traditionally been an, more kind of conservative exchange. They've been trying to follow the US regulation as good as they can. Of course, they were trading altcoins, but Coinbase are also trading altcoins. All of these exchanges are trading altcoins. So yeah, they came out and said, and they went into a lawsuit with Bittrex saying that they are selling securities. Now, the coins that they mentioned specifically were actually, let's see here, OMG, Algorand, Dash, Token Card, iHouse Token, and Naga. Now, the interesting thing here is that Gary Gensler, he is on a war here. He wants to destroy crypto. Now, the coin he went after saying that Algorand is a security, we do have some footage from him actually saying back a couple of years ago that Algorand was actually a very promising coin and that it was made by his friend and that it had a lot of potential. You could build Uber on top of it. So yeah, this is actually pretty interesting to see how this has changed, and he really wants to go after crypto right now. So let's just have a quick look at what he had to say.
Governance is tough. You could create Uber or Lyft on top of a blockchain technology today. Well, maybe in 5 years you could. It would have the performance. Sylvia McCally's Algorand, who's a Turing Award winner at MIT that I work with. Sylvia's got a great technology that has the performance. You could create Uber on top of it.
So I really don't know, like this guy, he completely changed his mind. He went from bullish on crypto, and then once he got the share of the SEC, he started going after everything that has with crypto to do. Even though he himself said that Algorand is a promising token, now suddenly he is declaring it a security. So yeah, not a big fan of this. Of course, this is something that we are prepared for. This is something we can continue to expect. And the good thing with every single one of these lawsuits he comes out with, the price reacts less and less to the downside. So there's going to come a point when this is just, yeah, it doesn't affect the price that much. Now, the crazy thing is that they're kind of contradicting themselves as well. They're saying that Dash is a security because investors in Dash had a reasonable expectation of profits. So if a token is deflationary in nature, then that is a security. And this also brings me to Ethereum, because I think there's a likely chance that he is going to go after Ethereum. Now, hopefully, Ethereum doesn't react that bad in terms of the price, but this is definitely something we need to be prepared for. Maybe he's gonna sue Vitalik or some of the founders, whatever it may be. We will see, guys. But yeah, he's going after crypto, but there's, contradictions right here, to say the least, in terms of what he believes. So yeah, he is going after crypto. Price is reacting less and less with time. So that is what I got for you guys. I will continue to update you here, but things are still looking pretty decent for Bitcoin. Big test here at the red line. So we'll see if we're able to reach this one. Bots still continue to make a lot of profit, and I will see you in the next one.